What we're looking at here is a wood post that is holding up a large stairway and a deck. And it's right there, right at grade level where the debris around it can actually start to create wood rot and actually in some cases attract termites. The posts, the concrete footing for posts like these should be at least 6 inches above the ground to the top of the footing, post footing concrete foundation. And you can see here that this one already has debris accumulating around it. That isn't a good sign. Now this one here doesn't look too bad, but let's not forget that tree roots will also need to be taken seriously into consideration when designing something like this. And don't forget, you can always over design something like this, just don't under design it. If you're building something on the side of a hill that is going to be building up debris over time, which let's face it, this is what happens without someone coming in and stripping layers of this stuff off, if they can, then you're going to have problems with wood rot. And you can see right here that this particular post is right there. It's right on the ground. You know, could someone come around and remove some of the debris and lower this? Yes, you could. This is what we like to call in our business building maintenance. But if no one does it over time, then you are going to end up with rotted posts. So let's face it, wood rots when it's wet, and we've got to keep that in mind, especially when we're building and designing our deck. So again, reason why I'm making the video is just to provide you with something to think about seriously. If you're planning on building anything around tree roots, something that has the potential and possibility to have tree roots. I mean, let's face it, if you build a deck and you plant a tree 10 feet away from the deck, then you could have a problem. If the deck is already built and then you plant the tree, you could have a problem with tree roots. If you're on the side of a hill and you do not design your post footings or retaining walls high enough, then you are going to eventually have a problem with debris if you have any types of plants that are going to be shedding leaves or other materials that will decompose and eventually raise the level of the surrounding soil.